All right, guys, we're back here in Yakima, Washington with Ileen. How's it going, Ileen?
All right.
What have you been up to today?
Just trying to survive, I guess.
For sure.
Yeah.
How old are you, man?
68.
And are you from Yakima?
No.
Where are you originally from?
Originally from Arkansas, Oklahoma.
How'd you get from Arkansas to Yakima?
That's been a long trip. We came up back in 16 with my daughter. She wanted to be back up there where she was born. So she wanted to come home. Wanted me to come with her.
Where's your daughter at?
Back in Texas.
Oh, what happened?
She decided she wanted to go to Texas.
And she didn't want to take you, or what happened?
Well, she dropped me off at her ex-husband's place, and she took off. She didn't think I could make the trip in the car. So this is where I'm at now.
Is that a result of why you're currently homeless?
Basically, yes, because she took me out of where I was perfectly fine, and didn't.
Where were you at?
I was in Kennewick in a little mother-in-law cottage, paying $200 a month, and she took me out of there because she didn't like what the people up front were doing in the big house.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with me, but anyway, that's why I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So talk about the struggle, man, being a little bit older in age and being out here in the street, currently in this heat.
It's really, really hard. Hard for me to get around, period, whether I'm homeless or not. But being homeless makes it even more difficult. You can't stay in one place. You can't stay in one place too long. You can't sleep anywhere. Anywhere you fall asleep at, they're going to wake you up and tell you got to leave.
Yeah,
so it's like an endless struggle of trying to keep yourself clean, fed, clothed, and in one spot for a little while.
Right.
It's really hard.
So how long would you say you have been homeless right now?
About 2.5, 3 months.
Wow, and this is the first time in your life?
First time ever. I've never been without a car, never been without a home. I've never had to do this kind of stuff before.
Wow.
It's really hard.
Do you have a husband or anything like that?
No, I have a husband. We've been separated since '82. He's in upstate New York. I'm here. It's like.
Wow. And do you only have one daughter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does she call you?
She tries to when I can get a phone, but my phone got the SIM card stolen out of it. I've had my ID taken from me.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have nothing anymore.
So did she leave you in Yakima, or?
No, she left me in Ellensburg with her ex-husband.
Oh.
It was not very stable at all.
How'd you get from there over here? What happened?
That's another long story. I got beat up by a family friend, broke my neck in the process, and I left as fast as I could to get here.
Wow.
This is where my 2 grandkids were. They're my only family left up here.
So how has it been being homeless the last several months? What have you had to encounter since you became homeless?
I'm 68 years old. I've had 2 times in the past 2 weeks I'm practically raped by younger guys. Come upon me while I was sleeping, tried to rape me. That's happened twice. There's just so many things out here that's really difficult for a normal situation, a normal person. We're all normal. I'm not saying that. Just in a normal situation, it's really difficult to explain all the dangers that you face out here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how have you dealt with that trauma of being? You haven't been raped, right? But they have attempted to.
I was so scared. I'm scared to stay outside.
Where have you been sleeping at right now?
Wherever we can find a spot. I wasn't with my grandson or granddaughter at the time, so I try to cling to them now, so I'm not alone.
So what you're telling me is your grandchildren are out in the streets as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Who are your grandchildren?
My daughter's children.
Yeah.
Bobby and Whisper.
Oh, Bobby, the gentleman that was just here?
Yeah.
That's your grandson?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is a question I've never asked before. How does it make you feel seeing a grandchild
It breaks my heart.
out here in the streets?
It breaks my heart.
Wow.
They should be living a normal life. They should be working. They should have a place to live, a vehicle, like I did when I was their age. I mean, they should be living a normal life, and they're not. And it's like they don't want to.
Sorry about that, man. Sorry for interrupting.
It's all right.
So tell me this, man. Since you knew Bobby before the car accident, that changed his life forever. How was he before that?
Bobby is a very kind-hearted soul. He's a very good person. Since that happened, he has a lot of anger issues, a lot of trust issues. I mean, it's really changed him a lot.
Wow.
I tried to tell him, take each day one at a time, and always do something kind for somebody in honor of the man that died. Even though this accident wasn't his fault.
Right.
Always try to do something to honor the man that died.
Right. And I've talked to him about it before, and you can tell that Bobby, it really still bothers him
It
to
does,
this day.
yeah.
For what happened to that gentleman that passed away,
And it wasn't his fault.
Wow.
The man was 3 times over the legal limit of alcohol.
Yeah.
Bobby was completely sober, and the man come over into their lane and hit him head on. Bobby was almost decapitated by a floor jack. It was in the back of the SUV. I mean, it comes slinging around, almost decapitated him. It messed up his face, his jaws, and all that.
So what did Bobby do when he found out that somebody was trying to rape his grandmother?
He doesn't. He's very closed-mouthed. He doesn't really say a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what he thought or.
Yeah. Did he find out about that?
I told him. Yeah.
Dang.
I told him I didn't want to be out here alone no more.
Wow. And so right now, Bobby follows you everywhere. You follow him.
I
You guys
basically
stick
follow
together.
him, yeah, but it's really hard for me to keep up with him, and
Right.
it
Like right
frustrates.
now, he took off somewhere. I
It
don't know.
frustrates him
Yeah.
because he can't do the things he needs to do to try to survive while he's hauling me around, and I feel like such a burden to him, But it is what it
Wow.
is. I can't help it.
So Bobby's mom has her mother out here and her son out here
And her daughter.
and her daughter out here as well. I haven't gotten to meet her. I don't think.
No,
Wow. That's definitely.
she's a different breed of person.
Yeah.
I love her dearly, but yeah, she's a different breed.
So what short-term goals do you and Bobby have right now to be able to get into housing or something like that? Have you applied for anything?
I'm working with a lady down at the mission to try to get into an apartment.
Good.
I don't know if that's going to get to happen or not, but
So I would like to give you my phone number, ma'am, in case you do end up going to housing. You can give me a phone call because we'd like to show you guys improving and being in better situations. If you know what I mean.
That'd be fine with me.
Have you had a result of doing any drugs yourself while being out here in the streets?
Have I been doing drugs? Is that what you mean?
While being out here in the streets. What kind of drugs?
The blues.
The blues. And did you do them before the last couple months?
Yes.
Ever before?
Yes.
You have done it since before?
Yeah, I have lung cancer. I'm not able to get into a pain management clinic, so that's one reason I do them.
Dang.
If I would have known beforehand what they really do to you, as far as the long term and the withdrawals and all that, I would never have started it. I would tell anybody not to try it. Yeah.
Dang. So how was that first time that you decided to try the blues? What happened?
Nothing really, basically, other than I felt better.
Yeah.
I mean, before then, I was taking regular, normal pain medication.
Right. Dang. Okay, ma'am. What message do you have for your daughter or anybody else if they end up seeing this video?
Just to bear with us. We're trying the best we can to get out of the situation.
For sure.
We know it's not exactly your fault, but we're trying to get out of it. So.
For sure, man. Would you be okay with doing another interview in the future?
Sure.
And would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Sure.
All right, thank you, man.
You're welcome.